Belial, the worst fallen angel. Looking at Lucifer's part in the fall of man, it's easy for many of us, especially the less devout among us, to believe that Satan was the only angel that fell from the heavens. However, as we are made to understand by many chapters in the Bible, along with many other sources of reference, there was a myriad of angels that were deceived by the snake's evil tongue, and along with Satan, many were sent plummeting to the fiery depths of hell. Supposedly one of them being Belial, an admittedly ambiguous presence who is nevertheless known to be an evil force that is known to be eager to see the downfall of man. But who or what exactly is Belial? Is he a fallen angel who is known to bring about the corruption of mankind, or is he a demon that's so evil he can be considered to rival the position of Satan in hell? In today's video, we're going to take a look at the diabolical entity that is Belial and how he uses sloth, greed, lust, and other deplorable vices to corrupt the righteousness of mankind. We might just save some souls in the process. To begin with, the term Belial is used several times in the Bible, although it might not be in the sense that you might think. Rather than referring to some nefarious being that is plotting the downfall of the human race, Belial was used to characterize the worthless people or things in society. In fact, the very meaning of the word Belial is said to be something that is lacking in worth. In some other parts of the Bible, it's also used to represent the devil. Many times in the Bible, it's used to represent people who step away from the love of God to worship other deities. As such, Belial is seen as a false god, and his worshippers were considered to be worthless men. These men weren't necessarily considered to be evil, instead they were just noted for their worthlessness. In fact, it's only until King David suffered a strange affliction that Belial was used to refer to something evil, during a time when he suffered a massive disgrace that rendered him depressed enough not to rise again. In another tale from the Bible, Belial is again referred to as a wicked and deceitful person who is up to no good. In a tale similar to Lot's tale in the Bible, we're told of the experience of a man who visited the town of Gibeah. Here, after this man took lodgings in the house of an old man, the townspeople, referred to as the sons of Belial, soon demanded that he come out so that they could defile him in a similar fashion to the tale of Sodom and Gomorrah. This earned these men the wicked reputation of evildoers, and following their defilement of the Levite's concubine, the men from the tribes of Israel took revenge, and going forward, the reputation of evil that was attributed to the sons of Belial was sealed. This was further cemented when the sons of the prophet Eli came into play in the Bible. Not only did they divert meat sacrifices for themselves, they were also known to openly fornicate with women at the entrance of tents, and were unrepentant for their transgressions despite their father's reproach. Unsurprisingly, they became referred to as the deplorable sons of Belial. Consequently, I think it's clear to see that initially the term Belial wasn't used to refer to a fallen angel of some sort. Instead, it was used to refer to the worthlessness and eventually evil people who carried out ungodly acts. Even in the New Testament, Belial was used to contrast good from evil, as Satan was compared to the Son of God, Jesus Christ. However, in order to find reference to Belial being a fallen angel or a demonic entity, we must look to the apocryphal works. The first point of reference here will be the Dead Sea Scrolls, which are an ancient Jewish and Hebrew religious text that were discovered in the Qumran caves in the middle of the 20th century. These speak of an angel of light, which was seen as a representation of God, while the angel of darkness was seen to represent Belial, if you can believe it. As you can imagine, Belial here was seen to bring out the wickedness from the heart of man. Furthermore, in these manuscripts, Belial is seen as the dubious angel. In fact, he's seen as the angel of enmity, whose main goal is to produce wickedness through himself and his agents. This has made many to believe that he's a fallen angel who has agents under him that carry out his evil bidding. This has also created comparisons to Satan in that he was once an angel who fell due to his ambitions to supersede God in power, only to be banished and shunned from the heart of God. The Dead Sea Scrolls also seem to confirm Belial's position as the Prince of Darkness. For example, Amram, the father of Moses, dreams of two fallen angels fighting over him, one of which he confirmed as Belial, the king of evil. However, some also believe that Belial is an unwitting instrument of God that was used to test the heart of man. An example of this is the fact that some believe Belial was used to poison the heart of the Egyptians against Moses and Aaron as they sought to free the Israelites from slavery. In another twist in the Testaments of the 12 Patriarchs, another apocryphal text, Belial is considered to be God's nemesis as opposed to be an instrument of God. It's well known that aside from wealth and pollution of the sanctuary, fornication is one of the fallen angel's tools as confirmed in the Dead Sea Scrolls. Many of Jacob's other children also warn man of Belial's efforts to steal the soul of man from God. In other pseudo-epigraphical texts, Belial is considered to be the secret ruler of this world, as the angel of lawlessness. In this text, the prophet Isaiah warns Hezekiah that his son Manasseh was under the influence of Belial, whose real name is said to be Ambiguous, who plans to lead his subjects away from God upon his ascension to the throne. Although this authority over the world is said to be temporary, the texts depict Belial to be a worthy rival of God, using his words and lies to draw many from God. However, the crucifixion of Jesus Christ is said to put an end to this. In the book of Revelations, Jesus descends to hell to save many from damnation. Along with Bartholomew, Jesus subjugates Belial among other fallen angels, and in this moment, Belial reveals that he is Sataniel, a messenger of God who fell from heaven and became an overseer of hell, showing that it wasn't demons who were in charge of hell, but fallen angels. Nonetheless, many depict Belial as a demon rather than an angel of hell. Some are of the impression that Belial was a king who was created after Lucifer, but was first to fall before the devil, and despite his fall, he still takes the form of an angel and is known to have demons and other fallen angels under his dominion. In some other texts, it is said that Solomon was deceived by one of his many wives or concubines to worship this demon. Further accounts and texts such as the Goetia written by the occultist Aleister Crowley depict Belial to be a powerful demon only second to the devil. His powers include helping those seeking abilities in the dark arts while also bringing fortune to magicians and sorcerers. In conclusion, the idea of Belial not only promotes the concept that angels have it in their nature to seek other ambitions other than the servitude of God, such as the search for power for themselves, it also shows that angels may be able to choose their paths, similar to the free will humans have. Furthermore, it also shows that whatever form this entity takes, be it as the personification of maleficent human features such as worthlessness and wickedness, or an evil fallen angel, or as one of the demons from hell, Belial is a concept or an entity that has nothing good to offer mankind at all. It's best to avoid anything that would bring you within its proximity. Well, that's all for today's video. Be sure to like and subscribe so you'll be notified about our next videos. Trust me, you don't want to miss any of that.